Well, I picked up a couple of these USMC combat fighting knives. Boy, I'm surprised they were the full-size knife too. I thought maybe they were the mini version. Now, I know it says officially licensed, but these are not exactly on the same scale of Ontario and that type of stuff. They're not carbon steel. It's 420 stainless steel, but still, that's not bad. It don't rust, right? It's got a heavy sheath on it. Where they made, I don't know. Probably someplace else, not in the United States. But 25 bucks for 2 delivered. This is from this Bud K place. Now, the one thing I'm going to need to do is, some people say to epoxy it, but all I'm going to do is also sharpen them. This pin back here on the pommel, if it pops out, you lose the pommel and you lose all these rings, but as of now it looks like it's on here pretty tight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out that pin and use emblem adhesive and glue all these together, and then glue the pin in there too. So I think that'll hold up pretty well, so I don't think there'll be a problem with it. I'm going to see what that says on there too. But it has a nice heavy sheath. It's going to get treated with kiwi. I'm going to give one to these the guy over runs a CPA firm. Use it as a letter opener. I thought it was a shorter one, but it's not that. It's pretty sharp. Not that freaking dull. But I like this kind of. It was cheap enough. I mean, instead of paying, I don't know, 60 or 100 bucks for the knife, like geez, they're more than 60 bucks for this size. 2 of them for $25 with the delivery. That was a special. It was his, but I don't know if there's enough. I don't know how many they're going to have left. It's Bud K. I think that's what the name of it was online. That's why I decided to get one. So I'm going to give one to the guy I work with too. But stainless steel. So it's not. It's 420 stainless steel. You know, not as. You know, in other words, you probably can't stick the tip into it in a tree and to bend it over and not expect the tip to break off because it's not that hard carbon. Yeah, 420 stainless steel. Still pretty strong though, man. It's still pretty strong, and I guess the advantage is that it's not going to rust on you. And another thing is too, sometimes if you leave the knives in the sheaths, they get screwed up because, you know, if it's carbon steel, but if you're stainless steel, you're probably not going to have a problem with that. But yeah, it's a pretty good deal for what it is. That's why I got it. So we're going to post that. It does say officially licensed, so I guess it's right to the correct dimensions. I kind of like the little ones better, to tell you the truth, because they're a little more handy size. But this is still very good. It seems like I have a real one like this, the real true one. So looks pretty good to me. Well, what I decided to do, instead of taking this apart because it looked like that pin might not come apart that easy, this stuff will dry. You can still, it's still wet. I just filled this up where the pin is in there with emblem adhesive, and also down in here with emblem adhesive. This stuff is designed to glue on the emblems on the side of cars. It's a lot stronger than weather molding adhesive. It's like, you know, hang it up. This stuff doesn't go anywhere, man. It's like the freaking strongest bond going, man. So if you glue on some emblems with that on your car, they'll be on there for 20 years. So considering this is still brand new, there's no oil on it, just filling it up with emblem adhesive would make it impossible for that pin to come out, especially on both sides. And this will dry up and it get a little you know, darker. It's a little shiny right now. It's dark. Where I just filled in the whole freaking thing on that side. So that pin ain't gonna come loose. And these are on here nice and tight. Actually, the appearance of this knife looks like, you know, the $100 ones. You can't tell the difference really. The sheath, I just doused it down with some kiwi heavy duty water repellent, and I'm going to go sharpen these up now. which I have, you know, a simple knife sharpener with the little cutting wheels on it, which it works fine, man, because just to touch them up I use a little ceramic on it, but these aren't bad. I'm gonna get them a little bit more you know, tuned up better, and so I'll give one of these to you know, the guy I work with over at the CPA firm. He's the guy that runs the CPA firm, so I can use it as a letter opener. So, but hey, that's worth it, man. 25 bucks for 2 of them, including the shipping. So I sharpened up both of them with this thing, and a lot of people criticize these because, you know, the carbon, I don't know, these little metal things in there, they say they can wear the blade down. But you know, if you're just going to touch the blade up, you just use the ceramic side. So I don't see, you know, God, I mean, you could be waiting decades. I've had knives for freaking 20 years. I've been sharpening with things like this, and they don't mess up because if they just need a little bit of sharpening, I just use the ceramic side. And this is a lot easier to use. Just kind of touch them up a little bit, so they're pretty sharp. So good enough, you know, because this is a good knife to have, because you know, you don't want to use a $100 K-bar for some stuff that you might be afraid of ruining it. It says item number UC 3092, precision engineered, officially licensed by USMC, 420A stainless steel. So it's not bad. It's officially licensed. It's not actually exactly the K-bar. It's probably just a hair lighter than the actual K-bar you give to the Marine Corps. Probably just a hair lighter, but it feels about the same. Like, as far as, you know, balance and shit. So it's not a bad knife for the freaking kind of money this is. This is ridiculously cheap. So it's when you buy 2, they're cheaper, because when you go over $20 on an order, and then you pay like $5 for shipping. So I think it was 20 bucks for the 2 knives and $5 for shipping, so 25 bucks. You really can't beat that deal, though. I think it's a great deal. And that's how it looks in the leather sheath. You know, it fits fine. So sometimes old school stuff lasts a long time, like this, you know, oil lamp, right? Don't have to change bulbs. You use your old cotton socks, you just make some new wicks for it, and you got plenty of diesel fuel around. You can use it with alcohol, right? So anyway, pretty damn good deal. Pretty damn good deal. I mean, yeah, you could say it's not as good as a freaking $100 one, but for the value, what you're paying for the money, it's still going to be, you know, a good knife that's going to work for a lot of stuff. So, you know, not bad.